Welcome to today's deep dive. If you've ever tried setting up a home theater, you know the dream, right? A pristine, glowing pane of glass, just perfectly floating on the wall.
Yeah, but the reality is usually, well, wrestling this terrifying rat's nest of thick black cables right behind the screen.
Exactly. And today, we're looking at a $329.69 piece of hardware designed to, kill that clutter permanently. It's the Intelix INT-HDX100-RXWP HDMI HDBaseT face wall plate receiver.
Which is quite a mouthful for a device that does something so simple on the surface but technically staggering underneath. We're unpacking why this specific receiver is the secret backbone of professional long-distance audio and video setups.
Right, because, most of us are used to just plugging a standard HDMI cord from a console right into the back of a TV.
Exactly, but standard HDMI taps out pretty quickly if you're trying to run it across an entire house. Like, if you try pushing a 4K signal through a 50-foot HDMI cable, the data just degrades.
Oh, so you get flickering or just a blank screen, right?
Yeah, exactly. So this Intelix receiver bypasses that limit using HDBaseT technology. It takes uncompressed HD video, audio, Ethernet, and control signals, and pushes all of it over one single solid core shielded category cable.
Wow, all of that on one cable. So what kind of distances are we talking about here?
We're talking 1080p video up to 100 meters away, and for 4K video at 60 hertz and 8-bit color, you can go up to 70 meters.
Okay, let me try to visualize how it's actually doing that. Think of a standard HDMI cable like I don't know, a really wide, unorganized highway.
I like that analogy, yeah.
So over long distances, the data cars basically drift out of their lanes and crash, which is why your signal drops.
Right.
So this HD-based receiver is basically taking all those cars, packing them tightly onto a high-speed bullet train, shooting down a single track, and perfectly unpacking them at the destination.
Without losing a single pixel. And that process is called packetization. But, it's not just video on that train. It handles IR and RS-232 control signals, too.
Wait, so for you listening, that means you could point your remote at the TV in the living room, and it seamlessly controls the cable box in a basement closet 3 rooms away.
Seamlessly, yes. And it also handles HDCP 2.2 compliance and CEC pass-through.
HDCP, that's the copy protection standard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the required digital handshake. Without HDCP 2.2 compliance, your Apple TV won't even let you watch Netflix in 4K. It'll just give you a blank screen to prevent piracy.
Got it.
So this receiver ensures that handshake happens instantly, even over that 70-meter distance.
Okay, but here's where I get stuck on the physical reality of this thing. We're moving massive 4K data, handshakes, remote signals all over one single category cable.
Right.
If this receiver is doing that much heavy lifting right behind the TV, it must need serious power. And if I want that floating glass look, the last thing I want is a bulky power brick plugged into an outlet right next to it.
Well, the good news is you won't need one.
Wait, really? How did that work?
So the physical design is a 2-gang in-wall recessed receiver. It sits totally flush and uses a standard decorator cover plate to blend in. And it completely eliminates the wall outlet requirement because it relies on 48-volt POH.
POH, power over HDBaseT.
Exactly. The receiver draws everything it needs straight from the transmitter unit on the other end of the house.
Wait a second. So the electricity to run the receiver is coming through the exact same wire that's carrying the 4K video.
Yeah, it is.
But how does the raw voltage not completely scramble the video data? They're inside the same cable.
It's actually really clever. Inside a standard category cable, there are distinct twisted pairs of copper wire. HDBaseT is engineered to dedicate specific copper pairs strictly to carrying voltage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, while the other pairs handle the high-frequency video packets, so the power literally runs parallel to the data without interfering at all.
That is such a brilliant use of the physical wire. But, anytime a device relies on a base transmitter for its power and data, I always worry about getting locked into a walled tech garden.
Sure, that's a valid concern. But you have flexibility here. It's universally compatible with all Intelix HDBaseT products, and it plays nice with any certified HDBaseT gear on the market.
Okay, that's really good to know. And looking at the sourcing, it's backed by a 2-year Intelix warranty and sold through HDTV Supply.
Right, and they've got a 25-year history in the AV space, over 10,000 positive reviews, too. So it serves as a proven, reliable solution, not just some fly-by-night hardware.
Yeah, exactly. I think the real takeaway here for you listening is that, true, high-end AV setups aren't about buying a thicker, more expensive HDMI cable.
Absolutely not. They rely on hidden, hardwired infrastructure. It's what turns your media setup from a temporary plug-and-play situation into a permanent architectural fixture.
Which brings up a fascinating thought to leave you with today. As our smart homes and offices demand heavier and heavier 4K and 8K data loads, will hardwired HD-based infrastructure eventually become a standard utility?
Like plumbing or basic electricity.
Exactly. Someday, builders might just run these high-speed bullet train lines into new homes as default. Something to think about next time you find yourself untangling a massive knot of cords.